Good afternoon and welcome. On behalf of the Luke's Women's Choir, I want to thank you for attending our first concert of the season. Luke's is now in its second year and growing. We continue to welcome women into our group who love to sing and want to create art that enriches lives. This afternoon's program, Richer for Her, is a celebration of women and women composers. All of the music you'll hear this afternoon was created by the hearts, minds, and hands of women, and each piece highlights a facet of humanity that gives life meaning and purpose. A few reminders. This concert is being live streamed, but it will be available for viewing anytime on our church's Facebook page or by viewing our website, mempres.org. Lastly, you are all invited to attend a dessert reception in Maton Hall immediately following the concert. We hope you enjoy this afternoon's program. Thank you.
Anyone Can Sing was written in 2015 by international award-winning composer Dr. Andrea Ramsey, a native of Arkansas who received her doctorate in music education from Michigan State University. The words to this song are taken from William Ayatt's poem of the same name, which explores the deep and complex emotions a person can experience during their lifetime. Dr. Ramsey is known for her ability to create music that expresses humanity, inspiring listeners and singers alike. We hope this song inspires each of you to open your mouth and give shape to a sound. Here is Anyone Can Sing.
Legend has it, Dame Ethel Mary Smythe started causing trouble the moment she was born in 1858. She was literally and figuratively quite a dame. As a teenager, she demanded to study at a music conservatory in Leipzig, which horrified her prosperous British family. At that time, women did not travel or live unchaperoned abroad, and her father said he'd rather die than send her to Leipzig. So she went on a 2-year strike, confining herself to her room, refusing to go to church or to sing at dinner parties. Finally, General Smythe conceded and sent Ethel to Leipzig, where she was encouraged by Brahms, Grieg, Tchaikovsky, and Dvorak. Later, her many compositions were performed in England and in Germany. She received an honorary doctorate of music and was made a Dame of the British Empire. In 1910, Ethel devoted herself to the Women's Social and Political Union. Her composition, March of the Women, became the movement's battle cry when it premiered at Albert Hall in 1911. So great was her passion for the cause, she was imprisoned with 100 other women for smashing the windows of suffrage opponents. When a conductor friend visited her in prison, he witnessed an interesting sight. The women suffragists were marching in the prison yard while Dame Smythe vigorously conducted them from the window of her cell with her toothbrush. March of the Women.
Thanks to the brilliant Tony Award-winning musical Hamilton, you may be somewhat familiar with the influence of women during America's Revolution. Hamilton features the Schuyler sisters, most notably Hamilton's wife Eliza, and her sister Angelica, whose advice-giving letters to Alexander were sung, as well as the expression of the sisters' desire for Thomas Jefferson to include women in the sequel to the Declaration of Independence. Work. But before Hamilton, there was another Tony Award-winning musical, 1776, which highlighted letters between John Adams and his formidable wife, Abigail. Abigail and John corresponded regularly while John attended the Second Continental Congress in Philadelphia, and Abigail handled the family farm and the finances and their 6 children back in Massachusetts. 1776 shows some of Abigail's influence on her husband, but also makes it trivial. She asks for sewing needles to be sent, and John negotiates for the women to make gunpowder as an exchange. But as you'll hear in our next song, Remember the Ladies, with text penned by Abigail in March 1776, she had tons of non-trivial advice to give her husband, particularly that the women should be included in the original.
In Winnipeg, Canada, in 1993, a woman was murdered by her stalker at a bus stop in broad daylight. In a space of a month, 2 other women from the Winnipeg area were also murdered by their partners. Canadian folk singer Kim Bariluk wrote the song Warrior as a way of responding to trauma from the open violence against women that she and others were witnessing. Since 1993, Warrior has been performed by countless individuals and groups as a message of empowerment for all of us, for whatever injustices we may find in the world.
Richard for Her was first performed in 2016 by the women's choir Voca Lyrica, based in Big Rapids, Michigan. Voca Lyrica's founding director, Virginia Kerwin, commissioned Andrea Ramsey to compose a piece in honor of the choir's 15th season. Fun fact, some of our Luke singers were once members of Voca Lyrica at one time or another. Ramsey chose Charlotte Tall Mountain's poem, Love of the World, as the inspiration for this piece. The words describe a strong woman who, through many joys and trials, makes the world a richer place. Perhaps you have such a woman in your life. Please enjoy Richard for Her, featuring guest cellist Anna Massamian.
Thank you for attending this afternoon's concert. I want to remind you there's a dessert reception in Mayton Hall immediately following the conclusion. You can find Mayton Hall by exiting through these doors, and you go up the ramp and straight on till morning. I want to thank the administrative staff and pastors at MPC, Matthew Schramm, Michael Ludwig, Wally Mayton, for their continued support of our music programs. Thank you to our AV team today, George Whittaker, Elijah Schweikert, and my son was also supposed to help, but he is helping, good. He was practicing his trombone in the basement earlier, so I wasn't sure if he made it up. So I do want to thank them because the reason our sound is so great, besides these women sound lovely, but I'll tell you what, it would not get out to you the way it does without these very knowledgeable people, and so we just want to thank them, and also it makes our live streaming possible as well. I'd like to thank our accompanist, Dr. Adrienne Wiley, for all of her hard work and collaboration. Without her, we would not be able to perform this music. And lastly, I want to thank you for showing your support by being here this afternoon, whether you're here in person, whether you're watching at home. It makes it so special that when we work on this music that we get to sing it for people and just get to share. Hopefully, again, you come to the reception and you can talk to our singers and share that appreciation and joy. Maybe tell them what piece was your favorite, what moved you. I do want to mention that Luke's has 2 more performances this season. We are participating in the Broadway Flight event that is happening at Creative 360 in January. I believe it's January 20th. And also, so we'll be featuring our choir, but also our head pastor, Matthew Schramm, will be performing in it as well. So you should come out. It'll be a really fun time. And then we have a more expansive concert in May. We have some more time to prepare even more challenging music, and I think you're really going to enjoy that. So please come back in May. Thank you so much again, and we have one more song for you. It is a Chinese proverb called Where There Is Light in the Soul. And so following the conclusion, you can make your way to Mayton Hall. If you're not sure where to go, just look confused and someone will help you. Okay? Great.